So say you want to create an online training course, or it can be that you have already created it, in which case, congratulations, well done for doing it, because I know the amount of work it takes, okay? So good for you. Right, so now you might be wondering, and I've been having these questions recently, Jose, what would you recommend in terms of the platform? Because once you have your training, you want to share it with the world or with your audience, okay? You would like to sell it, won't you? So what's available out there? What I'm about to share is based on my experience, okay? And by the way, I only started doing online training courses when the first lockdown hit. In that period, I created some trainings with my brother and I started experimenting, okay? So it's what's worked for me. It's based on my experience. So just take away what you think might work and might be useful to you, all right? So the first one, when I created the trainings, let me just put my coffee away. When I created my online trainings, I went for KARTRA, okay? And by the way, I'm going to be leaving links below so you can click around and check them out. I can also leave some of the links to my training courses. There is a version light available for free and stuff like that. So, you play around, okay? Right, KARTRA. Why KARTRA? Because I was already using it. I think it's costing me around £50 a month. Not just for the training. I use it, that's where I have all of my database, all of my contacts. I do my emailing campaigns. What else do I do with KARTRA? I create funnels, okay, to promote my products and what I do. I can sell online. I can create different landing pages. It is very useful. And of course, KARTRA gives you the opportunity to create a membership area, which is where, and I'll share the link as I said, that's where you can upload all of your content and create the training experience as well. And then people need to log in and everything else, they can pay. You can build all of that with KARTRA. So in my opinion, it is an amazing tool. If you're getting started, in a way, it takes a bit of time to get to that point. For example, that's something that me and my brother do, so we can help you if you have any questions. We can, have a virtual coffee and run through some of the things you would like to do. But then KARTRA works really well. I recommend it mainly for small businesses, okay? Based on my experience again. Then I launched my trainings using KARTRA, okay? And I got to maybe, obviously implementing my strategy and everything else, I got it up to about 100 users, students. Not enough, not according to my goals. So I wanted more. I started checking out different platforms. I went for Udemy, okay? On Udemy, I uploaded 3 different training courses. That was back in October of this year, 2020. And about 2 months later, which is today, I have a bit over 24,000 students. I now have students over 144, 145 countries worldwide. Thanks to Udemy, okay? We can speak about the details of how the training has been created, what's the content, whether it's popular or not, is there demand for the topics you're teaching, and I've created a blog around that as well, how to succeed on Udemy. I will also share the link so you can check it out. But then Udemy allowed me that opportunity, gave me that opportunity to, share my content worldwide. Really good. Then that's not the only one I've used. Then after Udemy, I started looking at Skillshare, which has got a slightly different approach. For Skillshare, you actually pay for like a premium membership, and then you get, I think it is unlimited courses that you can watch and learn from. And then with Skillshare, you can also, now let me just catch my breath. 1 second, a bit of coffee please guys. There's no editing on this video. This is, as it happens, okay? I don't go editing and stuff like that so it looks super cool. This is me just sharing something that can be valuable for you, okay? It's just kind of real life stuff. Whew, and a bit of coffee, of course. So, and then with Skillshare, there is a slight adaptation that I've made, and you can check out the trainings that I created, because then you have the class, they call it a class, and then after the class there is like a project. The project is just to test the student, make sure that person has learned something or what you're teaching in your class. So they do it, they share it, which is very cool, and then when people actually look at your class, they can see the different students that you have and all the different projects. Another angle to teaching online, okay? I'm quite new on the Skillshare platform. I hope to grow it as well, and I'll be posting more videos because, more trainings, more classes. Because it is fascinating nowadays with all the changes that are taking place worldwide. Online is skyrocketing, okay? Skyrocketing. Yeah, it's going up, it's growing. And Udemy, actually, they offer some very good insights and data, statistics about, the different topics that are being hot at the moment and everything else by country. So use that information, get ready, check what other teachers or instructors are doing and learn from each one of them, okay? That's why I'm opening up everything that I'm doing for you to go and check. What else is out there? I run a poll on LinkedIn regarding this, and based on my community of over 80,000 people that I have, 63% went to Udemy or Udemy. The other bits and pieces were around Skillshare, which I've already mentioned, and then Teachable, okay? My experience with Teachable hasn't been that long. You have to pay to have your trainings on Teachable, so I decided not to do that yet. I wanted really to test the other platforms, which are working very well. Of course, there is a commission you pay to those platforms. On the case of Teachable, I'm not too sure whether there is a commission after, but definitely you pay upfront. There is an alternative to Teachable if you want to get started. There is a platform called Thinkific. Yeah, I'll check it and just make sure, I'll write it down in there, Thinkific. Just in case, because sometimes I call it Thinkifit. I think it's, Thinkific. There we go. And it's quite similar to Teachable in the fact that you can create your school. With that school, you can position yourself differently as compared to Udemy or Skillshare. So you have your school and then you have all your different classes. You can do on Thinkific, I think, up to 2 classes or trainings you can upload for free. So give it a go, try it out. What else? I've heard about Coursera, which apparently is quite good. I haven't tested it yet. I'm actually thinking as a look up. And I think those are the platforms I've been experiencing with so far. Given the success that I've had mainly on Udemy at the moment, I've been contacted by some other online platforms that would like to have my content, so I'm in discussions with them, and this can happen as you begin to grow. And then what you can do is just adapt your training to suit the different platforms as well, or create new ones. There is a platform, for example, that got in touch and they want me to create something brand new around marketing because they already have things around public speaking, communication and mindset. So I'm creating and bringing up something new to their platform, and who knows, maybe I can actually use it on the other platforms as well because there's no exclusivity. So always read, they usually send you as well, some of them, a document to sign. So look at the small print, always good. And one of the questions I got asked the other day, what would you recommend, Jose? Well, out of all of the things I mentioned, go and test, okay? Try a platform, try another one, change the names of your trainings, of the courses, just to see which one actually catches more attention and has more sign-ups and more students joining and following. Play around. And I know when it comes to our trainings, they are like our babies and we hold them dearly, right? It's just, oh no, fine, yeah, do that as well because it's important to us, and at the same time remain flexible because whatever feedback you get, even if you don't like it initially, take it on board and change it, because remember, the market is telling you, okay, and will tell you whether your course is good or not. Always ask for people's feedbacks, reviews, stars, and if the stars they give you are not to your liking, say you expected 5 stars and they give you 3, instead of getting upset, do the opposite. Appreciate that feedback. There's an opportunity to learn. Ask them how, what can I do in order for you, what can I do with this training for you to give me 5 stars, for example. And it's amazing what you can take away, okay, by asking these questions. So I really hope this has been useful. I'm going to leave plenty of different, links and things for you to check, access to some of the trainings I have online, for free, of course. There is a light version that I host on my KARTRA platform, so you can, play around a little bit and see what's going on, what is Jose up to. I'll leave the links to the different blogs that I've created around these topics. Woo! Yeah, and that's it. I mean, any questions, just get in touch. I'll leave as well my contact details and everything else. One thing I always invite people to do, book a virtual coffee. I love my coffee, and most of the time I have either this, I don't tend to hold like beers or things like that, a glass of water or a coffee, and then we can have a chat. We can see where you are in your journey. Between me and my brother and the business that we run, we can also help in terms of positioning your training, how to boost it on social media, how to make the most of these platforms and everything else. So yeah, book a virtual coffee and let's have a chat. Hope you found today's video useful, and keep in touch. That's all I can say.